So we got a couple questions coming in. I will dive into those here with Corey, and maybe we'll throw Corey on the spot a little bit here with some tips and things like that. Corey, I'm going to answer a question here, and then you can think of a superpower tip or two to share as the sun is illuminating your beard very, very nicely. Angel-like. All right, good stuff. So in your experience, what would you say an average price of a 100K house in Texas goes for? So this is the $1 million question, right? So as human beings, we crave certainty, and we love certainty and predictability, and most people do absolutely terrible with uncertainty. So if you want 100% certainty, that's where like Zillow is. Everything's full price. You can go, if you have $1 billion, you can certainly buy as many properties as you want. When you become an entrepreneur and you want to get into creative ways of making money in real estate, you have to be okay with a little bit of uncertainty. And this is often a lot of the times where I see people get excited about tax liens and deeds, and then, they crumble under the uncertainty, like, oh, I watched this video and I went to an auction and the $100,000 house was bid up to $115,000. And then they just trash talk this business. This is a BS business. Everything was bid up past market value, blah, blah, blah. They just go on rants. And the thing is this stuff fluctuates. So it could be you go to one auction and there's a $100,000 house that sells for opening bid at $10,000 or $20,000. You could go back to that same auction, the next month, and maybe the property goes for $60,000. Maybe it goes for market value. At the end of the day, as long as you show up, and especially since you're in Texas, you have auctions every single month. And what we do, and what a lot of our students do, is we'll be there in person in Harris, but we'll be on our iPad or our phone attending online auctions as well in different surrounding counties to give us as many shots at bat as possible. So if you want to average it out, it's very hard because it also depends on your budget, right? Like maybe you only have $20,000. So you need to go and swing with that. So like for me, I got hooked on this because 2 days after going to a tax lien and deed seminar, I bought my first property, 40 acres for $4,200, sold it for 20 grand. And it was amazing. I've never looked back. So for yourself, the average price is going to vary on the county, the type of auction, the type of bidder that's there, or the time in the auction as well. So I can't give you an exact certain answer, but what I can tell you is for us, we've bought $100,000 houses for 10 grand. We've bought them for 60,000. Sometimes we'll pay more. It just depends on how much money we have at the time and how good the deal is. So everybody here is on their own journey based on your budget and how much elbow grease that you put in. So one thing to remember, a lot of the bigger counties will be more competitive. There will be more money at those auctions. And a lot of the times the best deals will go at the beginning of the auction, because sometimes you have folks with big budgets who maybe don't bid at the beginning and then they want to get something at the end. So there's bigger budgets and bigger bids happening at the end. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have a free gift for you for watching a free mini course called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. This is one of the best books on tax liens, and it is totally free as my gift to you for watching. In the description below, it'll walk you through tax liens from start to finish, along with the directories with all 1,500 tax lien and deed counties put here so that you don't have to go and search around the internet to find them on your own. So the other thing I have is, if you already have this book and you want to do a deep dive, my team and I have found an auction with a whole bunch of properties worth 200 to 300 grand, opening bids of just $1,600. So if you want to deep dive and attend an auction with some help, you can also schedule a free call below and we can discuss helping you in this business. Regardless, thanks for watching. You can check things out in the description below and enjoy the videos. We'll see you soon.